Good morning, Australia.
How the hell are we doing this?
Time for the newest, greatest show on radio.
It gets better with every listening.
Across the Triple M network.
Oh, there's days you wake up, Jim, and you're a little bit more excited than other days.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and everything in between.
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's time for these four broadcasting legends.
Jim, Fat, Bern and Damo.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, welcome to
Fat in the morning.
Hello, Fat. And that's that.
Triple M. Rocks footy.
Yeah, so Bernard,
Hang on, Jim.
there are mornings when you wake up and you're a bit more excited. Guess what? Today ain't one of them.
Come on, Jim, you got to get up.
I ran into the beautiful well, I shouldn't say old lady because she's not that old. She's lovely. Been looking after this area for 100 years and she is superb.
What did she say?
She said, James,
James.
what are you doing here now? I said,
she did not.
that is a very... She said, I just saw you on the television last night. I said, every word you're saying is spot on. My bloody alarm hasn't even started to go off yet.
Hello and welcome or something, Jim, to all the people listening?
No, I got no interest. And no one listening's got any interest.
Jim,
either.
I have. As host, you're meant to get up.
No.
Us
Yes.
up.
Get us up, Jim.
Get up yourself and get us up.
Got nothing. No interest.
Welcome
Like
to the
Harvey
Saturday
Norman.
Rub. No interest.
Harvey Norman got
yes,
no
Jim.
interest. Now,
It's
Bernard,
an hour earlier than normal. This is why you're carrying on,
And a
Jim.
nice good
Saturday
morning
morning.
to the people in Perth.
Oh,
9 a.m.
They have not got up.
9 a.m.
They're still in the fada.
9 a.m.
They're thinking about, what do I get up? What do I stay in bed? What do I do?
Oh,
Bill,
I think that's what
exercise
they're-
the option, you think?
when my voice comes on, when that voice comes on, Jim,
that gets them excited in the West.
he was about to get up and make a coffee. She said, just lay back down.
I can hear Bill. I can hear breakfast with Bill. So what is it, 10:30 in Adelaide, Bernard?
Yeah, just ticked over 10:30, Jim.
And you're a breakfast radio operator, so these are your sleep-in
Yes.
mornings.
Yeah, I know. This is my day off, and I've had to get up at bloody 4:30 still. But no, it's okay, Jim. We've got the kids. They wake me up anyway. But how are you? Anyway, I thought you were going to get here. You're going to be another half an hour away.
yeah, we all did.
I bloody should have been.
No traffic today.
No traffic on Saturday. Lots of cyclists.
Did you...
That's a beautiful day here in Melbourne.
Traffic.
It's
Lovely.
a beautiful day.
Did you, during the week, though, try and move this back to 11:30?
I didn't try and move it
I was made aware during the
Yes,
week
he did.
of a, I'm going to say this word, and you can dispute it or confirm it, a forceful confrontation.
Forceful.
That's the phrase I'm choosing to
dear.
use on the back of what I've been told, with our boss, you and
No,
Giles.
I didn't try and move it back, but Huey made the grave error of wandering into the rush hour studio on Thursday, Bernard. And I said to him, Huey, I need you to listen very, very carefully.
So it was forceful?
We
Yeah,
are
it was.
never, ever starting this show at 11 a.m. again
That's forceful.
in the history of doing it.
And how did you receive that?
24 years of starting at
I know.
12.
Yeah, I know.
What's 11 got to do with it?
I'm with you. I'm not an early morning person
all right,
either.
Saturday.
Me and you we don't get up
We
till
don't operate until
10
bloody
o'clock.
10 o'clock
Exactly.
minimum.
Yeah.
Let everyone go to work, everyone
Minimum.
go to school,
That's
do
it.
all that, and then
Then old Fat wanders out of bed,
with his
Falls
trackies,
out.
down to the Domain Road.
in his Ugg boots, and walks around, gets a coffee, and someone takes a photo of him and says, "How shit does he dress? That's unfair."
The amount of times, Bernard, because Domain Road is the epicentre of bloody Melbourne. Not only everyone who lives in Melbourne, most people that come to Melbourne go, let's go and have breakfast on Domain Road. It's sort of
We'll
that.
do a lap of the tan and have
that sort of
breakfast
place.
after it.
Yeah.
Well, they have what's that track called? That
Tan.
walking track?
The tan.
No, the tan. It's near
said
me.
the tan three times.
I haven't found it yet. I live 100 metres from it. Still haven't found
You
it.
drive down their hills so you can then drive back up.
Anderson Road. So, Bernard, this is every weekend in the winter. As I say, people make a destination of it.
Yeah.
The amount of times people either send me a photo of Fat or ring me or text me about Fat saying, I was in Domain Friday morning. Jeez, I saw Fat. He's not looking great. And every time I have to go into bat for him and say, listen, he hasn't been out of bed long.
Exactly.
And he hasn't had a shower yet.
No shower.
Because he then needs to have a nude poo and a shower and then he's off to his day.
No, I have a little
Nude one.
walk.
Walk.
Yeah, I go for the block. I only do a block. That gets me all going. and then just, beautiful.
Why nude? Why nude, Bill?
No, he does, always.
Well, I don't know why, but that's ever since I was a kid. I always have to get the clothes off.
Take all the gear off.
Yeah,
How'd
get
that
all the
go
gear
in the boarding house at Assumption?
Yeah, I locked the door.
There was a producer at the
But you know
show
what?
who
I
had the
saw
same-
one of my sons the other week, and he was doing the same. I said,
how did
Slapsy,
you see
you
him?
star, like father, like son. What am I proud?
How proud you've handed that on to your son.
Exactly.
Hey, Bern and Bill, Jim has been complaining all year about this 11:30 start that
Yes.
we normally have on
Yeah.
the rub. On
Have you got
Saturday.
some craft?
Well, is this craft?
Well, this is the carry on and the sooking it up that you've
Damien,
been
I did.
subjecting our listeners to since round one this year.
Good. Oh, I'll tell you what this is like.
Oh, no.
All right, you sign up to play a game of cricket. It starts at 11, finishes at 6. That's how cricket works. And then suddenly they go, we're going to start at 10. I'm not ready. I said to Purple the same thing, talking on the way in. I said, I can't get my head around this early start.
I'm with you.
I'm not ready to do my best stuff.
This is my first time I've done this, and it's bloody early.
That's like asking Mick Jagger to go out with the bloody warm-up band. Still starting at 11:30. I don't quite, I can't get my head around it. It's not working for me at all. Here we go. Saturday Arbo.
Wow.
Morning. Well, not quite.
All morning.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, not again.
There's a bit for us to get through, but that we just wait for about 12 before we roll out.
Why do we do that? Why do we wait?
Well, because
What's
it's
the
appointment listening, Bernard. People
Okay.
for 20 years have made
Yeah.
an appointment at midday to listen to
Okay.
this show.
Okay.
And then someone at a higher level decided to bring the thing forward half an hour, cocked the whole thing up. So now we just do a half-hour warm-up. We're here at bloody 4:45 in the morning. What, AM? What the hell is going on?
That'd be in the morning, yeah.
I wasn't...
It's a time difference,
I
thank
know.
you.
I wasn't included in the discussion that got us starting this early.
Well, lunch a lot.
If I had been on lunches, I wouldn't have
How's he
been
going?
involved in it.
Jim,
I
it's
don't want to
11.
hear
Jim.
another word from you.
We have a meeting. We have a meeting at 11 o'clock these days.
Where have you been?
Keep going, Bill.
Ah, here we are, Triple MCG style.
Bloody hell.
And we're early. And it's Melbourne and Freo. There's no bastard here. When lunch has told me it's half an hour earlier, that excitement dropped off pretty much immediately.
We've been doing a little bit of craft because we might be starting a bit earlier down the track.
I guarantee we're not starting. I actually never agreed to starting at 11:30.
We should
Let
do.
alone at 11. So it's an hour warm-up today.
Yeah.
It is.
And what time are we off?
When's the
Well,
game
you're
start?
off real bloody
12.
early. What are you going to do?
I'm going back to bed. Do you know there's two games at Marvel today?
Why is that?
Well, you're looking at me.
Damo, why is that?
No,
No.
it's a mini gather round in Melbourne this round. There's 7 matches in Melbourne and 2 matches at this venue.
But is there a reason why?
Just the way the fixture
It's just the
unfolds
way
in-
it is,
Yeah.
little darling.
Have you ever done that before, Damo?
Not
2 games?
Not in the modern times, Bert. No, they
No.
did it back in. In fact, Bill played in a doubleheader at the MCG
I did.
Hello,
back
Bill.
in the 80s.
Against North.
Yeah.
You would've-
Fine on
You took
would
a
have been
hanger
beaten.
on it. I reckon.
5 on
Kick fine.
Nino Tatsaris.
He didn't play for North. He played for the Western Bulldogs.
That's right,
In fact, you never got a kick against North. We were like Elm Street for you.
No.
You couldn't
No,
function.
he took
Played
a
on-
hanger this day.
Played on
Hanger.
Peter Mann one day.
Oh, Hornet.
And I gave him one early.
Michael
And he
Passmore.
didn't-
Mickey Passmore.
No, who else? Mick Martin. I didn't go too close to.
Fairly Floss.
Couldn't
Floss.
understand.
Actually, it might have been Mark.
Aaron
Fairley?
Ian Fairley.
Might have been Mark Brayshaw.
Fairly.
Mark Brayshaw was down
He
there.
played on
It was on
Gary
Floss.
Ablett one.
Yeah, yeah. So 2 games, Carlton
Right.
Giants
Yep.
at
And then-
12:30.
Well, no.
And then at 7:35 tonight, North and Collingwood.
North and Collingwood.
And then MCG game wedged in the middle of that.
Well, the beautiful lady at the
Who you
not
didn't see.
my girl at the
Oh,
back.
no,
no.
When you get into the car park, you know you got to hit your pass to get through that boom gate.
yeah.
The lady there was there to help
Oh,
me.
yeah.
She was lovely.
She said James?
So I turned up. No,
James.
she didn't
You
give
are
me
a legend.
James, but I turned up with my thing, and she said to me, "Are you here for both matches?" I said, "Oh no, no,
Surely you stay and watch North.
no, 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 no.
Watch North, Melbourne.
No.
They're on fire.
No.
No.
They're a chance today, Bill, I reckon, North.
Well, they
Sneaky
play
chance.
all right, don't they, against Collingwood?
When you listen back to that sooking it up, Jim, are you a little bit disappointed
Not
yourself?
one bit. And then there's plenty more where that comes from.